Yeah, so it says preparing
Okay.
stream live seminar.
It says webinar is now streaming live on YouTube, so I'm gonna believe it, but I'll go check.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this National Forum seminar on teaching and learning open research in higher education. My name is Dr. Karen Matvienko-Sakar. I'm from the School of Public Health in University College Cork. I'm very pleased to be chairing this seminar and be able to introduce you to some of our excellent speakers that we have today. So I imagine that most of you who are tuned in at the moment are familiar with the terms open research and open science. For those of you who might be less familiar, open research is an umbrella term that encompasses a range of practices at multiple stages during the research process. So from idea conception right through to dissemination of findings. And these include things like openly reporting and increasing accessibility to research, pre-registering studies, and enhancing reproducibility of research. While open science typically refers to openness and transparency in scientific disciplines, we're going to use the term open research in this seminar to reflect the importance of openness and transparency across all disciplines in which research is conducted. Adopting open research approaches is essential to enhance research transparency and reliability. And unsurprisingly then, open research is increasingly becoming accepted as a research priority and focus. And we're seeing increased engagement with and use of open research approaches in the research that we come across. So coupled with this increasing recognition of the importance of open research is the recognition of the importance in teaching and training researchers across levels to understand and conduct research openly. So this brings with it challenges, but also huge benefits. So in this seminar, each of the speakers will discuss approaches to incorporating teaching and training of open research into undergraduate and postgraduate learning. The talks will also provide examples of approaches and resources that can and have been used to support students and research supervisors to better engage with and use open research. So we have 4 talks today, each of which is about 20 minutes long. Following all of the talks, we will have time for discussions. We won't have questions and answers immediately following each of the talks, but we will have time for discussion at the end. So please use the question and answer function at the bottom of the screen if you're joining us using the Zoom webinar, or if you're watching the live stream, you can use the comment function as well to send questions in, and we'll address those at the end. So if you wish to tweet about the seminar also, please use the hashtag that you saw at the end of the National Forum video there a moment ago. So it's hashtag NF Seminar for National Forum Seminar. And please do feel free to tweet about the sessions and about the different talks today, and about anything that you find interesting as we go along. So without any further ado, it's my absolute pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Dr. Brendan Palmer from the Clinical Research Facility Cork in University College Cork. Brendan is an associate statistician with the Clinical Research Facility in Cork, and he's developed and delivered education and training in research integrity and research reproducibility. And of particular note is his postgraduate training module on research reproducibility, where students engage with and learn data management processes that are centered around reproducible scripted workflows. And Brendan is going to speak to us a little bit about that now. So over to you, Brendan.
Thanks, Karen. No. Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Brendan Palmer, and as Karen said, I work as a biostatistician with the CRFC. Now, primarily, my day-to-day responsibilities fall in under this heading. So you might ask, how is it that I'm speaking to you today under the heading of teaching and learning open research in higher education? Well, for me, it all kind of begins with the data. So like in my own kind of role, I very often support researchers at the end of their project. So they've already started a project, they've already collected the data, and then they come to me at the end to help them with the analyses. It's very often a case whereby we have data, can you help us? And when I open the data files, this is somewhat what I see. So this is the kind of central feature of my own experience when I started with the CRFC, and over the